Hello, nerds, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. Tonight, we are playing the first episode of Alien Archimedes. This is part one of Alien Archimedes. Part two will be much later, but will be influenced by what happens here in part one. Before I go too far ahead of myself, though, I'm going to pass it off to my cast to introduce themselves and their characters, starting with Wren.
Hello there, my name is Wren. I am an agender variety streamer, TTRPG performer, podcaster, audio engineer, professional game master, and game writer. I can be found everywhere on the internet at Thorny Dryad. Today, I'm going to be playing the roughneck mechanic Tasha, and I am going to go ahead and say I'm done.
Howdy. My name is Moray. And I will be playing our lovely Simon Matthias Fisher, who is a roughneck and your very overworked IT guy.
All right, hello, folks. I'm Jack. He, they. You can find me currently over at Star Metal Productions, running some fun one-shots that will be dropping soon. As for me here tonight, I am looking forward to another terrifying adventure in the Alien RPG system, and I will be playing Mr. Hevered Hart, our space OSHA officer.
Hi, everybody. This is Dizzy the Bard. I'll be playing
DZ09, the medical officer at this station.
Listen to the Bard Chronicles. Check me out.
Hello, I'm Ezra. I'll be playing our also overworked scientist, Abel Matthias Fisher, but it's his own doing, I'll be honest with you. You can find me over at Shattered Tabletop twice a month, doing Star Trek and also Curse of Strahd, and then upcoming on Many Faced Plays on YouTube. You can find me personally everywhere on Ratboy GM, boy with an I, because we're cool over here. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to our lovely game runner.
Hi, everyone. I am Sophia Olivia Scott. My pronouns are she, we, and I'll be your storyteller tonight. I'd like you to direct you over to our chat real quick, where we have links for our YouTube and Discord. And just remind you, this is a horror game. This is Alien. Like the movie, right? So there are potential for some horror elements, blood, all of that stuff. So make sure to keep yourself safe if you're watching. It's a little too much. And otherwise, enjoy. Y'all are in this space station. That Whalen Yutani really doesn't want other people to know about, but it is, you are orbiting a moon over near this dead planet, and it is this big tower structure, and like crew quarters are at the bottom or at the top, and then at the very, very bottom is some very specialized labs, and then there's all kinds of research labs and crew corridor things, med bay, cafeteria, all that stuff in between. And I would like to start with DZ09. Where on the ship would you be?
Unless a call were to come in, probably sort of in the med lab, sort of looking over everybody's vitals from their last checkups and trying to draw conclusions as to whether or not anybody's on like a sort of unhealthy arc that needs to be intervened on. Maybe make some recommendations to the crew, keep them healthy.
And what does DZ09 look like?
DZ09 is a synthetic humanoid individual, probably 6 feet tall, dead even, extremely like standardized average build, maybe like slightly longer than normal arms. Like very standardized medium dark skin, rubbery texture with like little synthetic pinprick pores all over, and wearing a jumpsuit.
Okay. And in the med bay with you is the previous model DZ08. And what do you have DZ08 do in the med bay now that you're in charge?
The simpler things, the things that are a little bit less likely to go catastrophically wrong if mistakes are made by a previous generation. Probably alphabetizing employee records, or gathering printouts of things that are sent to print and bringing them here, just to sort of make sure no data gets entered incorrectly.
Is there a little animosity there between DZ09 and DZ08? Is that
No
like
animosity. Of course not. It is simply my job to ensure that everything is done to the highest order of quality. And there is certainly a logical reason for replacing an older model with a newer one.
Okay. Somewhere, probably in some dark, not as well lit maintenance tunnel, I think is where we'd find Tasha. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I would say so. Probably ripping the cover off of a panel somewhere, checking the wiring that's running in between the walls here, and probably cursing a little bit under my breath as I'm finding that there are shortcuts that have been taken on making sure that things are running properly. Just damn day shift, always making my life worse. And I'll just kind of start adjusting these wires as I'm trying to reconfigure things into a more appropriate to code standard.
And what does Tasha look like?
Yes, Tasha is messy, dirty blonde hair, fairly athletic build, mostly because of being a mechanic. You're hefting things around, you're moving machinery and constantly working. She's got kind of palish skin, and she has green eyes. She's also wearing a jumpsuit because everything is standard issue. And I feel like it's probably similar make to what DZ09 wears, just a different color because we have different jobs. So this one is a dull gray color. And I've just got leather gloves on as I'm making my adjustments to the inner workings here.
And down here with you is your coworker Brad Henderson, who, yeah, he is because they never put enough lights in these little maintenance tunnels. He's setting up some sort of like construction light setup so you can see what you're doing, and hearing you curse for a shit. Just what did they do now?
They ran these wires directly through the bypass system, and it's the kind of bullshit that they tell us not to do all the time, but they still go ahead and do it anyways. This is pretty delicate. Can you get some light on here for me, like ASAP, Brad?
Yep. Got it. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. The breaker not working. This plug-in's out. I'll be 5 minutes.
5 minutes? All right. Don't leave me waiting too long.
Yeah. I won't. We're gonna get this done so we can go play darts, right?
Yeah, we'll go hit up the bar. Is there a bar on the station? Or is it like a refresher, like a canteen, saloon?
Yeah, I mean, there probably is like a bar type area, right? Because whenever they make things like these, they always want them to like seem as normal to real life as possible. So like they put in a cafeteria and then they make it look more like a restaurant so you don't feel like it's just a cafeteria, you know. But they can only do so much because it's a spaceship. So
Yeah.
but yeah, there's like a little bar area.
Yeah, as Brad heads out to take care of the plugs, I'll just make a dart throwing motion and be like, "You got it."
All right. Is it? I should have asked before. Is it Havard?
Hevard.
Hedvard.
Mr.
Where-
Hevard Hart.
Where would Mr. Hevard Hart be in the ship?
Well, is this a ship or a space station?
Or space station, sorry.
Space
Space station.
So are there civilians here? What's the general layout and vibe of this place?
There aren't civilians here. Everybody is, works for the company. So you have your scientists, you have a few, security personnel, a few like colonial marine types where like your security personnel, and then you just have the rest of the support staff, for the station that keeps it running for the scientists.
But everyone here generally has a purpose for being here. This isn't Deep Space Nine. Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I could be basically anywhere. I probably have a clipboard and I'm just going through checking things. So wherever you think would be most in need of space OSHA compliance. Maybe a shuttle bay or checking out airlocks.
Yeah,
Machine shop.
Yeah.
Medical.
Checking out airlocks would be a good thing because you just got radioed a couple hours ago that there's a shipment coming in. So, no better time to start checking things to make sure you're ready for that ship than.
Yes, much more than airlocks to worry about with an incoming shipment. We have to worry about proper scans. We have to worry about quarantine procedures. We have to make sure all of the current assets are where they are supposed to be in the cargo bays. There's a lot to go over.
Yes, and you got to be really careful on this station because you've got all kinds of like dangerous things that got to stay in their labs. They got to be like you said, quarantined properly, contained properly.
Got those big loader bots.
Yep.
So I'm probably bothering whatever sort of like warehouse foreman is currently on shift.
Okay. Yeah, and this is a guy who is. I think he's kind of frustrated with you because, like, he's got a job to do and you're kind of in the way, right? And okay, what?
Do you have a name to throw out? A real quick random name.
We'll just call him John.
Okay. John, I apologize. I know I'm taking up a lot of your precious time. You have a lot of work to do. I certainly don't mean to get in the way. I'm only here to make sure everything you do is best done with your own safety in mind. Uh, Efficiency, very important, but a close second. A second, but close second to making sure what you do and your workers do keeps them with all their body parts where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to need you to take me over to the loader hangars here, and we gotta make sure these are all properly locked down. Have to make sure all of the fluid levels have been adjusted. I've already noticed a lot of these smaller details throughout the station have gone lax.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Fine. When my loader box is down, you can, as long as you know,
Completely down. It's
yeah,
unserviceable.
yeah.
That
We're
wasn't on my
waiting.
last report. I suppose we'll need to order replacement parts and make sure our technicians are properly trained.
Yeah, somebody's supposed to be, getting to it, but people on the ship are busy. But as long as you let my guy with the other loader bot work, it's fine. You can take a look.
I'll make sure they are safe to operate, and if they are not, we may have to look for alternative options. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Over here. Let's go have a look at this.
And have you moved that spillover cargo from Cargo Bay 3?
Oh yeah, that got moved yesterday.
Has it been moved to Cargo Bay A1 like it's supposed to be? Or did you put it just somewhere else? Everything has a place.
Most of it is in Cargo Bay A1 where it's supposed to be. The rest is still in the process of being moved to Cargo Bay A1. You can check that on the computer systems.
I trust you, John.
And as you walk, there is definitely things that aren't where they're supposed to be, especially crates and pallets of stuff that they're in aisles and stuff. And as always kind of happens with a warehouse, especially when you have such limited space as with a space station, there's never enough room for all of the stuff you have. So some of it is just it's just in the aisles because there isn't a place to put it. But how does Hart feel about this?
I mean, he's taken all the notes. When he comes across something, he'll shout out to John. John, we need clear lines of mobility here. If we do need to move things around, we don't need our mechs tripping over these boxes. And if you have to overflow your stacks, make sure they are pyramids, not inverted pyramids. This is how you get collapses.
Those boxes are empty. One of the guys was just having fun.
Empty boxes can still hurt.
Right, yeah. Anyways, the loader bot is over here. Let's get you over there.
Who's your head technician here? Just to run down. I'm not a mechanic myself, so just somebody who can walk me through the more intricate.
I believe for mechanical equipment, for like the loader bots, I think it's what's his name, Eli or something, and I think if it's computers, it's Simon.
Well, I'm sure eventually I'll need to speak with both of them, but whoever is on shift who can walk through this this checklist. Whoever is your loader technician for this upcoming shipment.
Oh yeah, no. It's I thought you were talking about fixing them. Never mind. It's oh, damn it, which one is this? Oh, that's Gary. It's Gary.
And just so I'm not taking up too much spotlight, Gary, could you come? You're going to help me walk through this. Make sure everything is up to proper specifications, and make sure that it is safe and efficient to operate in this upcoming shipment intake. So, educate me.
Yeah, and Gary will start going through that checklist as we will move scenes once again. This time, I think we will. Where would Simon be? Where do you think Simon is working on some computers here?
I think that there was some scientist forgot their fucking password again, and I've got to go reset it because they put it in 3 times wrong, and I told you guys you got to use the reset email, and you're not oh my god. I just let me do it. Just let me fix it. Just let me fix it. So they're in some lab somewhere fixing the computers, because why are you all using the same account? You all have separate accounts. Why are you? This is why the data's all messed up. Oh my god. Oh, just let me fix it. Just let me. Oh my god.
Yeah. So you're trying to unravel this.
Oh, wrong.
And you're resetting this, and as you reset this, the thing you notice first is that part of the problem is that they're not even using the right login for the area. So the scientists, these are like the normal hazard labs, right? Which are high containment, but they keep using they keep trying to use the one for the lower containment, which is like a higher security, and not all of them are supposed to have the passwords for.
So are y'all just lost? Is that like do y'all not know where you are? What's the deal here? The credentials are on the wall. The credentials are on the wall. Please, I have to come here every 2 days and fix this. Why?
Can you get us into the lab or not? We just need to get into the lab.
Yeah, I can fix it. Yeah, I can get you in. And using the process I use every 2 days, I will sign them back into the proper lab. And like, okay, here, it'll stay logged in for 2 days. And here, I have written down for you what you put in username and what you use in password. And then you hit the enter key. And you don't do anything else. And you're going to put in this, right? Cool. We're taking
Yeah,
medicine. Yes.
just sure. Right. Well, what did you say again?
I'll see you in 2 days.
Okay, yeah. I got specimens to get to.
And this is why you delay. This is why you have delay on getting to all your specimens and making sure that they're all safe. It's because of this. That's why there's delay. Because you don't listen to me.
And this scientist walks away. What does your brother Sparrow do on the ship?
I think he's another roughneck. Probably not necessarily tech upkeep, but does also work on making sure that tools are properly, like making sure all the machinery of labs is upkept.
Okay. So I think for this, like Sparrow, like just walks by. He's like pushing a tool cart and just like waves to you. Passwords
Just
again.
get the tired two finger. I wrote it down for them. I painted it on the wall. I went so far as to get spray paint and put it on the wall. And they cannot look to their right. Why? Again, all the I don't understand. How are they scientists?
Yeah, I guess they're not computer scientists. That's all I've got. I
Apparently
don't.
not. I Oh, I hope you've been having a better day than me, man.
Yes, but I have got to go unjam door Z85 again. So
Again? They fully just need to swap out the parts in that thing, man. Like the quick fixes they've been having you do, they're not holding up. Not any diss on your. Let me be so clear. This is not a diss on your work. You do so good. They need to give you such better parts, man.
apparently they're on old order, which is what we always hear. But apparently they're on order.
Always on order.
Okay.
Because in 27 years we'll get them.
Yeah, hopefully. We can hope. Anyways,
hope
yeah.
someday.
I'm gonna go hit that with a wrench and
Hey, wrench
see what
is
happens.
always a good thing. Wrench is always a good fixer. And hey, if the hitting a door with a wrench doesn't work, maybe hitting something else with a wrench will.
Yeah.
I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, I will see you later. And then before I move on, what does Simon look like?
Simon is a taller, muscular man. Surprisingly, for working in IT, he does actually work out. Fairly tanned skin. He's in that same standard issue jumpsuit that all the Roughnecks wear. The Roughnecks and sort of that kind of staff wear. Though he has got a sort of like pale green one. And because he has gotten so worked up again, instead of having it on properly, has taken off like the top part of it and tied it around the waist. So he's got just a black tank top on. And so you can see the peakings of tattoos that are coming out from underneath the straps.
Okay. And then out of one of the labs in this hall walks out Abel. What is Abel doing today?
I believe he's heard that from another lab there are some delays in testing some samples. So he's about to go into the original lab to be like, okay, I know it's difficult, but guys, it's written on there. And then he sees his husband and is like, oh, shit. They didn't check the wall today.
They didn't check the wall today. Every 2 days, it's on the wall.
I'm sorry. And he's a little bit frazzled. His hair is not as like together as mine is right now. And he does know that his husband is now wonderfully stressed by his own scientists in another lab, and does walk in and go, the wall, it's next to you. I'm going to start putting the samples near the wall. That's what we're gonna do. You're gonna have
Is
to
this?
look at the
Do we
wall.
just need to reorganize the room?
I think so. I'll get to it. I had other shit to do today, but I'll get to it.
So I'm gonna get to it.
No. And he does just like put up a finger and starts walking over and like kind of grumbling at the scientists in this lab, and starting to actually shift things so that they do have to look at this like far right wall that has also their schedule and also their like the health codes and everything on it because Hevard gave them some shit for it last time. So the health codes are up. There's like proper PPE placed. Like Abel has tried because he doesn't want to see Hevard again. So he's like getting everything that he can on this wall. So he does kind of like start like drawing with big marker of like, look here, like Alice in Wonderland type shit. He's like trying to get everything to direct to this wall, and you can almost forget that both his tie and his button down are inside out. How you do that, I have no idea. But you'll have to forgive him because he also looks like he hasn't slept in days. But he's trying his best to make sure that this lab is working.
Yeah. When's the last time you drank water?
There's no answer. There's politely no answer.
Simon like fully pulls a water bottle from somewhere and throws it at you.
He does kind of miss his, like, again, hasn't slept in a couple days, but does grapple for it in a second. Does get it. And does start drinking water. If at least baby sips in front of Simon.
In front of.
He's showing that he's drinking his water. He's cute. He listens.
And what does Abel look like?
Abel's in his like mid 40s. He has the salt and pepper hair going. It's kind of everywhere right now. Also kind of tan skin, not super tall. He's probably like 5'8". Like he's not a big man. Oh my god, he's not a big man. He's very slight, and he looks like he needed sleep 4 days ago. Is kind of the general look of this man's face. And it otherwise would be kind of good looking if he didn't look like he was about to try to sell you on an MLM. And that's kind of where he is at today.
All right. Through the stations like Interstation Intercom in the med bay, DZ09, you hear DZ09 to med bay, or DZ09 to loading dock, we need you.
Yeah. I'll turn to 8 and just be like,
Please finish alphabetizing these by the time I return.
kind of turn, cut out.
D08 just, of course, and goes back to alphabetizing everything again because it was alphabetized, but is doing it again. And then back in that maintenance tunnel, Brad has the light on the panel you're working on. You're working on this, and Tasha, your radio crackles.
Any voice on it or just static?
Static for just a second, and then a voice comes through. Just, Tasha, they need you on the loading dock.
Of course they do. They always need something, don't they? Look, Brad, I'm gonna go see what this is about at the loading dock. If you want to just kind of finish off rewiring here, I'll catch you at the cafeteria.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'll finish rewiring. And just a real pause, real quick. Thank you, Casper, for rating. Hello, friends. We are playing Alien. Just a quick warning. This is a horror game, so stick around if you're safe to do that. But otherwise, we'll catch you next time. Back on the loading dock. After you finish talking to Gary, he forgot or just didn't do it. The proper protocol for getting out of the loading block. And
Gary, do you want to try that again?
well, he fell and hurt himself. So
Oh, great. See, this is why we read the instructions.
I love the idea that you're lecturing him while he's like holding his ankle. Just
You want to try that again?
Medic and some hazmat cleanup here.
But also, when he fell, he knocked some stuff over that damaged one of the doors.
This is exactly what I mean with properly stacking boxes. This place. John, I think we're also going to need a technician down here, an engineer, unless you want to live in this cargo bay for a while.
Yeah, I radioed for somebody. They're sending somebody up.
Prompt and attentive. Very good.
Unfortunately, this happens with Gary every couple months.
Gary, we might have to discuss your ongoing employment here. There are certain standards that we need to uphold as in the company. This can't be a recurring incident. Eventually, one of these problems is going to hurt somebody more than just yourself. You wouldn't want that. He's there like, oh God.
yeah. And if you
listening.
oh, he's definitely not listening, which is the problem. But he's not listening in this moment. And if you were to look up Gary's record, he has been suspended a couple of times.
It was never his fault. I stand by that. It was never his fault.
Out to get him.
The boxes. They're gonna get him. It's the boxes' fault.
We do like a quick flashback cut to John stacking the boxes like that and leaving behind like an empty wrapper of Gary's favorite treat under them.
Banana peel style. Like he slips
Because
on
Gary
it.
is John's rival.
Yes.
So, Tasha, you get up there, and one of the doors is throwing an error. It's lost hydraulic power.
Uh-oh. That could be a problem. Where does this door... Is it just like a random door leading up through the hallways?
So it is the door that leads into the room where Gary, John, and Mr. Hart are.
Oh. So they're trapped in the loading bay.
Yes.
Oh no.
Troubleshooter in me needs to fix this. I'm gonna fix this door. I gotta. It's just I
Don't
can't believe
have
it.
to.
Unbelievable. Nothing works here. This must be because of the wiring situation down below decks. I'm gonna have to double check Brad's work. I'm not happy about it, but I will. I'll pull out my maintenance jack and see if I can fix this door.
Okay. And what does the maintenance check do?
Uh, I I have no idea if it's actually useful in this instance, but it gives me a +1 to heavy machinery checks.
Oh, I mean, I will count it because the door is. I mean, it uses hydraulic power, which does make it heavy machinery. You can ask Mr. Hart about the dangers of hydraulic.
I'm well versed with the dangers of hydraulic power. Do you want me to roll to
Yes.
make a repair check? Okay.
Yes.
Let's click on my heavy machinery and see what happens. Nothing. Okay. Oh, wait.
Oh,
What?
yeah. When it pops up, it'll ask you if you have bonus dice to add, which with the maintenance check you would do, I think.
I did it.
The first roll of the game. Woo!
And
Woohoo! One success
one success.
Eh?
with all of those dice. Yeah.
The good news is, unless you want bonuses, you only really need the one success.
Yeah. I feel pretty good about just fixing the door. I don't need much more than that. I'm a simple creature.
Yeah. So you're able. You have to pull off some stuff, and it does. You I don't know how you use the jack, but you you use that, get the door fixed, and power it back on. It opens up. DZ09, you can now go in to look at Gary.
Oh dear, it's you again. At least it's the other ankle this time. One moment.
Okay. Can I do a medical roll?
Yes.
Not going to use. Oh, right. I don't have a med kit. We discussed that.
Love when our medic doesn't have a med kit. It's my favorite thing.
That is a lot of
That's
successes.
4 successes.
Okay. Now I know that gives you some stuns to work with.
Okay. What does that do? This was the part that I didn't 100% grasp.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't know
So
how to overly succeed at temporarily patching up a guy's ankle.
okay, so this one doesn't have. Okay. Yeah. Well, you this one doesn't really have stuns. Normally you would get stuns, but medical aid rolls doesn't have it. Yeah, you patch him up. He sprained his ankle. You
Yeah.
put a splint on it, give him some ibuprofen.
Rub some icy hot on it, put
Fine.
some Robitussin on his chest, toss him up
Walk
to
it off.
John.
Vicks vapor rub, just for good measure.
And a 1, and a 2, and you don't want to actually count to 3 or they'll panic.
And while you're here in the loading dock, getting Gary patched up, that is when this new shipment arrives. ship, docks, and they do bring in a different technician. They don't make Gary get back in the loader bot with his sprained ankle. And yeah, so there is very special looking crates. These don't look like the normal crates coming off your thing. So, and I gotta remember her name. Helena Augustus comes up because she has to check all the cargo because it has like special paperwork. And I wonder, would if Helena's coming up here, would Abel go with her?
I'll probably just to get another set of eyes on stuff. So yeah, Abel's probably making his way to the loading bay right now as well.
And I will ask. Actually, I'll ask our safety, our OSHA man. Is the quarantine on the loading dock, or is it near the loading dock?
Well, it would have to pass from the ship through quarantine and into the loading dock. So I imagine that's something, attached to the main cargo airlock.
Okay.
That's probably where I am, on the outside of the sort of quarantine, looking through the glass, making sure everything's...
Okay. So they, move these crates in. Abel, do you go into the quarantine to check labels and stuff?
I think he will. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
We'll have him then. He'll go in to be the one to check specifically.
So there's...
Excuse me. Just double checking. Could we run through the proper hazardous materials quarantine safety gear?
Yeah. Mr. Hart, I put it on my wall. I look at it every day. I promise I got it. And he is in like PPE. Like he is truly in PPE. He's come prepared. But he looks terrified to see this man, and he literally looks up alien and extraterrestrial shit every day, but nothing scares him more than the OSHA guy. So he looked like wide-eyed stare, but he is in proper PPE as he goes in.
Well, no reason to worry here. It was Abel, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, this shipment has taken 27 years to get here. It can wait another 5 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. It's just no worries. The hazardous material stuff. He gets about half of it right, but the other half you can tell he's kind of just losing words. Like this man looks tired, but he does get like a good chunk of it he can run through verbatim off of the sheet.
Abel, I would never want to question the efforts you put in here. You clearly are a person who takes their job very seriously. There was just I believe they were a synthetic. Gary, who was it that treated, or not Gary? John, who was it that treated Gary? Can we get him over here? I need a consult.
Not easy. Do not. I'm all good.
Well, see, Abel, I am merely concerned for your own well-being because I don't mean to be rude, but you do seem rather exhausted, and these are delicate procedures. The intake of corporate materials. I would hate to have your fatigue lead to some greater injury.
Okay. You see that he probably like there was a bit of disassociation in his eyes, so he didn't like say some fuck shit, and then he was like, "Yep, I'm gonna do some deep breathing. We're gonna get through this." All right. I can get a once over from DZ9.
Dr. Matthias Fisher, Mr. Hart, how can I be of assistance?
The OSHA man wants to check me over, DZ. I want you to check me over, DZ.
Very
Well, I
well.
just noticed there was a degree of fatigue, just a slight bit of what I'm assuming is fatigue-based memory loss or something along. I'm no doctor myself. I am merely concerned for this person's well-being and the well-being of the shipment that took so long to get here.
No, Mr. Hart,
Naturally.
but that is my title. So thank you so much for noticing that between the two of us, one of us is a doctor. Thank you.
Very technically, between the three of us, only one of us is a doctor.
Yeah, and it's me. All right, DZ, do what you gotta do. Could we please? We've got a shipment. We've gotta. Can we get on with it?
Of course.
Okay.
Well, I'm
He
always
like
here to learn.
He
I
waits.
think this would be a phenomenal time. It's 09, is it? If you could walk me through your standard triage.
Of course.
I think I think DZ09 pulls out like a data pad that starts flashing like very complicated graphs and really lengthy numerical information really fast across it. Just so fast because, you know, a computer can scan things extremely quickly with its computer eyes. And it's for anybody else maybe seizure inducing to look at.
And there we have it. Everything looks okay to me. Do you concur?
Me? I concur. Yeah, I'm fine. Are we good to go?
Well, I suppose if our on-site medical supervisor signs off on your continued work, far be it for me to sideline a valued employee just trying to do their work.
Thank you, Mr. Hart. And with that, can I go in? And he's like ready to get the fuck out of this interaction and go into what he's trying to do. And he kind of looks back to Helena and is like, "Are you ready? Can we go? Are we ready? PPE, everything, wonderful."
Yeah, you go in. There are 8 crates. They all have special forms for being holding specimens. There's like a couple like intern types that are there because they have to like take everything out and, you know, make sure everything is fine.
Hello, how are we all doing today? Does everything look right? Labels good? Everything good? You good?
Yes, everything appears to be in order. So far, all the crates, everything is intact.
Matthias or Abel is just giving everything a once over. He does trust his interns and like his team to do the research stuff. So this is less I don't trust your work, and this is more I know that I'm the supervisor, so if anyone misses anything, it's my ass. And so he will double check everything. And if he sees that it looks good, he'll just also defer to Helena so she can look as well. And then I think you just would like to see if it aligns with like whatever their not itinerary, but like the order would have been. Like double check it against what they were told was arriving and everything like that. Look for any anomalies if he sees any.
At this point, you do not see any. All of the specimens in every crate so far have been the exact same thing. They're in giant, like sealed glass tubes. It's some sort of alien egg. And there's 4 in each crate.
Okay.
And one of the interns opens the last crate and starts to say, one of the containment broke. It gets hit in the face by an alien species.
Oh, not so good. Okay.
Abel, you're in the room. Please take stress for me.
Sure. That makes sense to me.
I assume there's like an emergency quarantine lockdown button somewhere.
Yes.
If you lock
yes,
my
there's-
husband in that room, I'm going to kill you myself.
Quarantine broken.
Simon, from within the spaceship, you hear, it goes off, through, like, to warn everybody in the ship that there is, a biological hazard containment issue, right? So the sirens are going off. You don't know what's going
And
on, but
I would know that's the quarantine down in the loading bay, or is that just somewhere in the space station something's fucky?
this is the somewhere in the space station something's wrong. This is like, warning you, like, if it's not your lab, stay in your lab, kind of thing, right? If you're in your bedroom, stay in your bedroom until it's over.
Okay. I assume we all have like data pads or ways to message each other, like other than just radios, which are just sound based. Simon is immediately sending off like just a message to his brother, his team, like everybody he cares about, like which is pretty much everyone he works with. They do genuinely care about all the scientists, even if they're dumb as rocks. Yeah, the only exception, babe. And is just like a, hey, are you good? Is it in your area? What's up? How can I help? Like, that kind of thing. Trying to, like, ping, locate, who's okay, who's not, where can I help, what's up?
I
I would
was
say Wren and Abel both get this message as well.
Okay. All of the NPCs check in. It is up to Tasha and Abel if they check in.
Abel's a little busy.
Okay.
I don't think he actually gets a message off, but I do think he hears the ping. Just cannot, because his intern.
You're busy.
He's busy.
I'll check in. I'll respond to the message.
Do you tell Simon that it's happening in the loading bay?
Or what's happening?
Because you were nearby.
Yeah, it was like in a proximity. I'll just say something's wrong with the shipment, and there's a bunch of emergency sirens going off, and I think Mr. Hart hit the button or something. Someone might have. I don't know. I was just here to fix a door. So.
And appreciate your service on the door.
The only person that didn't respond was Abel.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know what my husband does, and I know if there's a shipment, he's probably going to be overseeing it. So my guess is that he's in there. And so I do send to both Wren and Abel of I'm en route. So you get a second ping. You don't know what it says, but Simon is coming your way. How fast he can do it, considering he's on a wildly different floor, up to our storyteller. But
Abel, inside the quarantine, what are you doing? What's your reaction?
I mean, first thing is obviously to like, as best you can, improv contain a thing, and then set the person that was like immediately hit. Like he has his med kit, so this is the moment of he's gonna. I think him and Helena, because they've been working for a very long time together and like went to school together. I think Abel's first instinct is always, I've got the med kit, let me see what I can do. And Helena's responsible for like patching up any breaks in containment. So I think the two kind of jump in, and they're very quick. For old farts, they're pretty quick at what they're doing. And so he's going to try to jump in with the med kit for the young intern and see if there's anything he can spot. And then what he can do from there. That is first instinct.
So, without, I'm not gonna have you roll. So it is latched onto his face.
Oh, good.
You can't seem to remove it.
Oh, good.
Um,
Okay.
He's not responding when you try to speak to him.
Cool. All good things. We're doing great. Oh, he's not so strong, but he is gonna try to like just straight up punch the thing to like break latching against the intern. Like if I can punch it, it's the same instinct of like shoving your arm in a dog that's biting you. It's the same instinct that he's got right now. So he's kind of trying to knock the thing loose off of his intern, and he knows that DZ is just outside. So if they can get through this, then it'll be fine. So he's gonna try to. I guess that's straight up just a strength roll to see if he can do that. Which is not the best in.
Yeah, I think technically it's a close combat roll.
Sure, I've got no dice in that.
Yeah.
And one stress. So, do I just roll my stress for that? Is that how that ends up working?
You would roll your strength.
Okay.
yeah, strength.
Cool.
Plus stress die. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
So we hope I don't get a 1 on this. I got 2 6s and a 1. So
Is
whatever.
the 1 on the stress die?
No, the 6 is on the stress die.
That is my amazing fucking husband, people.
Incredible.
The fucking workouts we've been doing have paid off. He actually remembered some of our training.
That's great. You don't hurt yourself punching it, which is good. You
Yay.
also don't hurt it.
Okay, great.
You
Lovely.
punch its exoskeleton,
Ooh.
and yeah, you don't. You match its armor rating, but you don't beat it, so you don't hurt yourself.
Okay.
No, but you also don't actually do anything to it. You
Shit.
probably also like it stings punching it, but like you don't
Yeah. break
break your hand or anything.
Elena, you got a knife or something? Anything would be great right now.
A knife? No, I don't have a knife.
Not even a scalpel, something. The hell, nothing. Like a package opener, box cutter, something. Anything would be great right about now.
I did not bring any equipment. I have a pen. There might be. mean, it is a loading dock. Maybe there is
I'm gonna go for like a box
a box
cutter.
cut, a box
Yeah,
cutter.
I'm gonna go for like a box cutter or something. If he can spot one first, whatever he can do to try to like tear into this thing now.
Yes, there's one of the interns holds out a box cutter for you because like you had to break the seal.
Sure. Is it what would that roll be? And would Helena be better at it? Would I know if Helena's better at this?
What are you doing with the box cutter?
So I couldn't break the exoskeleton with force. So my thought is if I can pierce a thing, and at least cause pain to like unlatch from my poor intern, that's what I want to do. Because right now it's trying to get the intern okay.
Okay, so you're using the box cutter to cut the face hugger, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh goody.
there isn't a roll. You cut the face hugger, and as soon as you hurt it, the intern starts to convulse.
Okay. Then I think. Oh God. Is it? Am I holding it, or where did it go now that he's convulsing? Is it still on him?
Oh, it's still on him, but he is convulsing.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get him to the ground, get him on his side, make sure that if he's convulsing, he's at least not gonna hurt himself on anything. And then just it's not coming off of him, to be clear.
Correct.
Oh, good.
I hate
Do
to
I-
nitpick, but they just cut a face hugger, right? Are we
Did
is
cut
there
it,
a
yes.
reaction that is specifically not happening right now?
Is there? Am I missing something?
They have acid for blood. You cut a face
Oh, that is correct. Thank you for reminding me that they have acid blood.
Alright,
Well,
I
I
will
learned
say.
something exciting.
Hold on. Then I will say I'm new to the alien universe. This bitch is a my boy Abel is a scientist in it. I think can we give him the benefit of the doubt to know that rather than I did not know that.
So
Most
here's
people
the
don't know what
Well,
xenomorphs
you don't
are.
know what
yeah.
this
So
Yeah,
here's the
so
thing: is
nobody knows that.
nobody knows
Okay.
what is xenomorph is.
Wonderful.
So
So you're going to be the explorer who learns.
Sure, we're gonna learn, and
Yeah,
there's
such
gonna be
great
the reason that
scientists.
something's-
Experimentation.
I
That
love
is
when
what
new
scientists
players
do.
yes,
get
I
introduced
did.
to Alien in this way.
Oh, this is fun. This
I
is fun
did-
and good.
I did forget about the acid blood. So you don't really have much of a box cutter anymore because
Sure, it's gone.
it is eating away at
Yeah,
that because canonically their blood is very strong acid.
Oh, good. Because if it was weak acid, this would just be lame.
I'm
baby
a
shit.
person's face.
Yeah, I'm more also concerned for my intern's face right now than the box cutter. I was also gonna say I have the scientist ability analysis, which I think gives me the ability to ask a question or something similar. I'm trying to scroll and find it in the.
Yes, it has acid blood.
Great. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I can glean from this for like the talents that we have, because I'm trying to find what my talent would do in this moment.
Well, you look at this. I want to know outside quarantine, DZ09, Mr. Hart, Tasha, you are in the proximity. What's your reaction? Things are happening.
I think so. I didn't want to interrupt anything earlier, but I think when the lockdown happened, DZ09 stands out. A company mandated, standardized, station-wide announcement that there is a potential hazmat breach in the loading dock that we're in. Advises everybody to stay within the areas that they're currently occupying until given further notice.
I
Other
guess
than that, they're waiting for somebody who they can reach to have a medical emergency.
I will be sheltering in place as instructed, I guess. Just sighing and saying to myself, well, I guess Brad's going to be playing darts by himself today.
Oh no, you're missing your
Not
darts
Brad.
date.
Not
Your
Brad.
darts
Use the
date.
darts.
Brad's the only one in the cantina and is like, wait, everybody's staying where they are? Oh.
Brad's about to be the only survivor.
Oh my god, Brad's our
Quarantining
final
is-
girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the wrong system.
That's gonna be the one they find.
What's the standard procedure here? Is this automatically calling for like hazmat and security personnel, and is John doing his job? Is he going through proper procedures, emergency procedures? I'm going down the checklist.
So help me, Hart. If you're trying to talk about proper procedure and not trying to solve the shit right now, I'm gonna like strangle you through this door. Like that's.
So
Hey, right now the situation's contained.
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
there is a proper procedure. John is on the radio making calls. This would summon somebody from like hazmat. Normally it would summon medical, but medical is already here.
'09, what is your assessment here? I know you can't determine much from outside.
Unfortunately, I can't determine much from outside.
About as expected. Thank you.
Well, I suppose we are simply waiting for a personal containment pod.
Based on like the size of the room, the layout, just the general sort of situation that we're in outside of the containment area, would it be possible to like evacuate the larger area and open the current like containment area door in order to give access to new people? Like if they're in like a small room with a door that's securely locked, could we like move everybody out of the big room back into the station, lock down the big room, and then unlock the small room so that more people could do things?
I mean, any sort of quarantine room would have an airlock on both sides.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. There's definitely a quarantine or a airlock and stuff, so people can move in and out of quarantine. Does DZ want to go into quarantine?
With your permission, I'd like to go into quarantine.
Well, standard procedure is to wait for proper containment and security personnel.
Is there like
Now,
an
I know
intercom?
you're...
Is there an intercom on the inside?
There's gotta be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get everyone the fuck up out of here, please. If we could just get someone in to deal with this shit and then get everyone else out, that'd be great. He's not turning his back to look at anyone. He just kind of is trying to yell through to get to everyone outside.
Abel, if there's not anything more you can do for, who is this?
It's an
Timothy.
intern. None of us know their
Timothy.
name.
It's
I would
Timothy.
advise Timothy, yes. If there's nothing more you can do right now for Timothy, I would advise checking the containment seals on the other 3 pods.
Okay, that's what Elena's doing. And so I think this is just a matter of, yeah, if we can get our medic in is kind of what Abel wants right now. It's kind of monkey. Also, this shit got blood that can get rid of, like, erase, break a knife. So, be mindful.
Not sure what that means, but it sounds like something a synthetic would be suited to
Corrosive.
deal with.
Yes, it's corrosive blood. The best words, a corrosive blood. You'll have to forgive me. I'm kind of dealing with the corrosive blood on my intern's face. Like...
Well, 09, proper procedure is to wait for containment and security. I wouldn't want to devalue your personal well-being just because you're synthetic.
Of course not. But since typically we would be required to wait for something to change inside of the airlock, and nothing is changing, I think we're going to have to act of our own accord.
Please.
Well, I make no decisions here. I'm only here to record and advise. If you think this is best procedure, I will make the addendum in my notes.
At the very least, I will have to treat the intern sooner or later, and it is always best to treat a medical emergency sooner.
And I think DZ will go through sort of the first lock and shut it behind them.
Okay.
Nice knowing you.
Hello,
you-
welcome in. I didn't have time to set up charcuterie or anything, but if we could get to it, that'd be great. Like,
That is okay. I do not require sustenance.
Okay. GZ, you head in to the quarantine area. Simon, you are getting here at the same time the hazmat team is rushing in with like the single person containment stretcher so they can, eventually evacuate Timothy. And that is where we're going to go to break. We will see you in about 10 to 15 minutes. Get up, do all the things you need to do, and we'll see you in a little bit. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Alien Archimedes. Sorry we had a long break. We may have gotten distracted by Sobe. DZ, you just walked into the quarantine. What is your plans inside the quarantine?
I think first order of business, a quick look around. Like, I was standing out there for a while. It didn't look like anybody else got hurt in the meantime, right? It's just the intern. Then I think I want to assess, like, watching Dr. Matthias Fisher attempt to extricate this alien from this intern's face. It looked like it's held on quite tightly. Assuming that its grip strength is really high, I will not be successful in attempting to pry it off. And since we now know that its blood is dangerous, I think the only potentially suitable solution for it in the short term, without any other solutions present, is to try to forcefully muscle relax it. So I'd like to stab it with a Napraleave needle. It's the de-stressor injection, and there's a sneaky, insidious little bit of extra information at the bottom of its description. It takes your stress level down to 0, but using it multiple times starts subtracting from agility rolls because your muscles get, loosey-goosey and too relaxed for you to really do stuff. So I think I want to inject it with one and see if that loosens it up, and then just progressively start injecting it with more.
Okay. So I think you're going to run into the same acid blood problem, right? Is where you stab it, the needle melts before you can inject it. And stabbing it causes problems because its tail is wrapped around his neck, which causes him to convulse again when you stab it.
Disappointing.
Yay, the blood I told you about is corrosive. So maybe non-metal options? Or, I don't fucking know, something.
No other point of entry in this creature's body.
Does it look like the intern's still alive? Or does it look like just... Yeah, but that doesn't mean alive.
That's true.
Do you want to take his vitals?
Yeah. Give him a quick little scan like I did for the good doctor outside.
Yeah. He's currently still alive.
Okay. Well, that is a positive sign. Does he look stressed out? Would an Napraleave help him?
I'd be stressed.
No, because other than the face hugger, he kind of looks like he's taking a nap.
Okay. Well, I'll save the medication for people who need it then.
The hazmat team enters. And DZ, what's the situation?
We're not yet sure. It seems unlikely that we can ascertain any more information in the current environment. I suggest we relocate him to a facility with more tools at our disposal.
I agree.
Is anybody else inflicted?
No.
We checked everybody else out. We saved.
Not yet. Oops.
Not yet. I recommend we quarantine everyone present until I have the opportunity to do so.
Okay. And I'm going to ask everyone not affected to step to the other side of the room so DZ can quarantine you while we load up. What's his name?
Timothy.
Yeah, well, we load Timothy into the containment pod here.
Record not found.
Take care of my boy.
Oh no, a face hugger got you.
Abel, do you follow orders? Go to the other side of the quarantine?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we don't have to go over every nitty-gritty detail. DZ clears you, right? Like you were attacked. Eventually you can leave quarantine. And they wheel Timothy off to the med labs. Which means Simon and Tasha, you kind of get your first glimpse at what happened, right? You get to see Timothy with the face hugger attached to his face as they wheel him by.
They keep bringing weirder and weirder shit.
I have never seen a respirator like that before.
There's just a turn and a look. No words. Just a, okay, buddy.
So
Not my job, though.
I think after Abel is like cleared from quarantine, he responds to the messages from Simon and is like, "I'm okay." Like it's literally 2 words. "I'm okay." Like that.
And that's all you send?
Yeah.
You immediately get back, where the fuck are you?
Playing darts in the tavern. Some poor guy's been waiting here for hours, it seems, and I needed a break. So
What did you say? I'm so sorry. I did not. You cut out.
I said I'm in the tavern playing darts with some poor guy who's been waiting for a while. I don't know. I felt bad.
I'm headed your way. And there's like a separate message that's like 7 exclamation points. Simon has redirected. He's going to the fucking tavern to go kiss and slap his husband.
What is the plan with the rest of these specimens? They are all like all the other containments are sealed.
The genuine plan is for everything to get into the labs properly and be assessed and like checked there. Because I would imagine have the highest level of like containment on the ship outside of hazmat. So I think it is just double checking that everything is not broken from containment and everything else is fine. And then having the interns keep a distance. So I think Abel, before he actually heads out, does all of the checks himself, or has him and Helena do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does our OSHA safety officer have anything to say in regards to moving the specimens to a lab after this incident?
As long as proper procedures are being properly used.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Hart, they will be.
So all the ovomorphs eventually, well, they get checked and you move them off. DZ takes Timothy to med bay.
09, will you be the primary caretaker for Timothy here?
I will need to be.
And is your entire medical staff synthetic, or?
It needs to be.
Very good. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of the of the what's the word I'm looking for? Proprietary ownership clause within your contract regarding property.
Of course.
09, if everyone here was as efficient as our synthetic colleagues, this place would be, well, in a lot better shape.
I agree. DZ08, please turn on our scanner module. Please do not touch anything else.
While you scan Timothy, everybody else, lockdown ends. You kind of get to go back to like normal, right? Like Tasha can go hang out with Brad, and play darts.
I'm gonna go do that. This quarantine, this problem with Timothy, totally not my bag. So
Do you like recount what you said seen to Brad, or do you just put it out of your mind and play darts?
I'm just gonna put it out of my mind and play darts, unless Brad has to ask any questions. But I don't know. He's usually pretty content to just throw them darts and forget our woes.
Okay. So Brad mostly just complains about second shift and is like, I know I got or first shift. Sorry, it was first shift, but I know we're playing darts. I should stop, but that was so bad today.
Yeah. Whatever. You know, we should probably check the connections to the hydraulic door that leads to the loading bay.
Oh, did they mess something up with that? Is that what you got called off for?
Yeah, that's what I got called off for. And it was pretty easy fix. All things considered, it's just a reroute of power and an application of a little bit of torque and rewiring. But I don't feel good about it, and I want to make sure that that door doesn't jam up anytime in the future. So
Now we'll put it on our orders for tomorrow. Or did you put in an order for first shift to do it?
oh no, I don't trust first shift to do anything.
Okay, so we'll put it on our orders tomorrow.
Yeah. I figure that would be the easiest way to do it. I'll throw a cluster of darts, and after I mark down my last strike, I will pull out from my pocket my personal possession, a wonderful old Polaroid photo of my loved one, who is no longer with me, and it is just like worn and marked up with like smudges from fingerprints and things, and it is just like me and another woman that is just like wonderful beach picture, and I'm like lost in thought now after totally walloping Brad in darts.
Brad just like gentle shoulder touch. Another beer.
Yeah, please.
All right, I'll be back. Walks off to get another beer. Simon and Abel, you are also here in the tavern. What's this interaction like for you?
I think Abel was running on like, well, that was interesting. There was new information. We'll get to it tomorrow. That's not my problem right now. A beer sounds great. Beers are alcohol is a depressant, and this man is exhausted. So I think what actually ends up happening is he was talking to his husband. Was like, no, it was fine. Everything was fine. Timothy's gonna be fine. Everything's okay. DZ was there. We got it solved. And in the middle of like explaining this, he's like slowly falling asleep at the table. And
I think Simon is getting him to continue talking because he knows that that's going to expend more like of his energy and get him to fall asleep faster. And he's like, all right, this motherfucker needs as much sleep as he can. If I can get him to fall asleep here, I'll just carry him. It's easier if he falls asleep now.
and I do think that you can tell that he's stressed that his intern isn't doing too hot and he's worried about that. And has been like since it happened, periodically leaving the tavern to go see if he can see anything in Medbay and then coming back. So this is like end of the night. He's been doing his rounds to see if he can be of any help, and is finally like crashing, like toddler post Disney trip, crashing at this table right now. So
If you are so if you need me, the only thing I can do is check up on DC. I can't do medicine, but I can do the medical tools. I will make sure that everything is running right with the tools. I, you can let other people help.
he like angrily is asleep now, like asleep, but he looks pissed about it.
There's a pat on the head, a kiss to the forehead, and all right, come on, you fuck. And fireman carries him up to their room or their quarters. And after quarters, I guess, since I did say I would do it, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Making sure that he's asleep, I guess I'm going to go talk to DC. Oh, I made a promise. So I'm headed to go talk to DZ to make sure everything's fine with his programming and there's nothing wrong with the doctor.
All right, you are on your way there. What is Havoc doing?
I think Hev would follow the rest of the specimens down to the labs. Make sure they're properly secured down there. Everything's properly logged and double checked.
Okay. As the safety guy, you can technically go wherever you want. There are spaces where you are supposed to be accompanied, but you have access, so you can go into the labs and observe. Do you stand outside because there is an observation window, or do you go into the actual labs?
I assume there's an intercom from the observation area.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stay to the observation area and just intercom in. Hello, doctors. How are our 3 out of 4 new arrivals faring?
All of these specimens seem good. They're intact. No problems.
Well, there was a problem with one of the 4 containers, so I would double check those pressure seals.
Yep, we already did, and we were actually getting ready to transfer one into another case, and you actually see them like they've got like the PvP full like pressurized suit. We're about to transfer one in over to this case over here so we can study it. Are you going to observe the whole process?
Yes, that if as long as I'm not interfering, that I would certainly be fascinated to see how you plan on involving yourself with this new discovery.
Okay, yeah, that is fine. Mr. Allen, please remove the top of the first container. And one of them, removes it. And when he reaches in to remove it from the container, you actually notice there is a reaction as his hands get closer. The egg starts to open at the top, just a little bit. But when he pulls his hand back, it closes again.
Fascinating. Could you walk me through your procedures as you're doing them, just so the log properly reflects all of your diligent work?
Yes. Give us one moment. We are we need to I think we need to come up with a different removal process. Unsure at this point if touching it ourselves, even with these suits on, is a wise course of action. And then, it goes silent on your end as they're, conferencing with each other, trying to figure out what they're supposed to do. And since we already did establish, head right next to you, because there is, to unlock the door, there's a computer terminal right there. Somebody left their login on it. So there's just an unsecured computer terminal right there.
Of course they did.
Under somebody else's name.
So many asses about the fucking
Improperly secured computer terminal. Well, I suppose I might as well check and make sure everything else is in order.
Do you look for anything specific? Sorry.
I think I'm just copying, research reports.
Okay.
Or yeah, can I set a CC to myself when they import when they plug in new reports? Can I have that sent over to me?
That sounds like a Comtech role.
Okay. Let's see here. Comtech. All right, that's a success.
Perfect. You do it. So it's just set up to new emails or new info.
Yeah, basically, yeah. A little. I mean, not exactly a back door. I guess just a CC on all filed reports.
Okay, so you just get a copy every time they make a new one. And
yeah, anytime lab results come in or they do a researcher's log or something.
Okay.
Horrific.
That is good for you. That is good for him.
I'ma kick your ass.
Yeah,
proper oversight and supervision is a key cornerstone of a well-functioning machine.
And why aren't you doing it through proper protocols?
You don't know my orders.
And what were you going to say earlier, Simon?
Oh, just it was probably along the lines of "I'm gonna kick your ass."
Okay.
I'm just being mouthy over here.
DZ. Back in the mid bay. DZ08 has the scanner booted up, ready to go. Do you do the scans yourself, or do you have DZ08 do it?
Oh, I surely do them myself.
Okay.
You know, the scanner's already outdated. We don't also need an outdated operator.
Okay. You run the scan. There is some concern here. There seems to be a foreign mass developing in Timothy's chest.
That's unusual.
Can I check to see if it's cancerous growth? It's the most immediate thought.
Yes. I'm trying to decide because this doesn't feel like a medical aid role because that's not what you're doing necessarily because you're sort of well
Medical aid or comtech?
Maybe survival? If we're thinking like medical knowledge is survival?
Observation?
observation. There you go. That works. Yeah, that one sounds.
The ones that they give are observation, medical aid, and something for the medic. So,
Yeah, observation. That works.
alrighty. Do I need to add anything to it for using the computer? I don't actually know if there's an official thing for that.
I don't think there is.
Okey-dokey.
Honestly, you're kind of trying to interpret the results and observe if this is cancer.
Well,
No telling.
Do you, oh wait, you can't push that. So yeah, you. I'm gonna say unknown. This is an unknown foreign mass. You can't tell if it's cancer. You can't tell. Just know it's not supposed to be there.
I'll just note it in the report.
Potential cancerous growth. Blood work necessary.
Can DZ08 be trusted to run blood work and bring me the results?
Oh wait, I have a very important task for you.
Yes.
One sec. I need you to inform Dr. Matthias Fisher that more information is going to be needed to properly diagnose his intern. I will run some blood work in the meantime.
Do you want me to give that message in person or via email?
I think it adds a nice touch to deliver messages such as this in person.
Will do. I will find Dr. Matthias Fisher. And 08 leaves the room. Simon, as you're coming up to check on Timothy, you see 08 leave to go find.
if you wake up my fucking husband after I've been able to get him to fall asleep for the first time in 3 days, I'm gonna kill somebody. But I promised that I would get information. I have to be civil to get information. There's like a moment where Simon is like standing in front of the door and has to like walk through the breathing exercises that Abel has taught them of like, all right, be chill, be normal, be chill. We big chillin'. Okay.
You are a regular guy. You can walk into a room.
You can walk in a room. You are a regular guy. You can make a phone call. You are a regular guy. And Simon will walk into the room. 09. You have been very active in the past 24 hours. How are you looking?
I look the same as always, of course.
How
are you doing this evening?
I finally got my husband to go to sleep after 3 days. So better than would we?
That's wonderful. Are you having a medical emergency?
I am not. There is one that is concerning. And so I'm here for 1, more information about that. 2, information on your state of being to make sure that that information is good.
Of course.
So, when I say, how are you doing? Status report is what I mean. And I know you know that.
I understand. Currently, we have unconfirmed information on the situation in progress. It seems there may be potentially a cancerous growth in Timothy's abdomen. Blood work is needed to further ascertain the state of this.
Okay. That was not, like, how... I assume... I know checkups are, like, every month or so. How... Like, that's new? Like, within... Can you tell how long it's been there?
It is at least new since Timothy's last checkup.
That's fair. I don't know what else I would get from you. Oh. That's concerning, but not anything we can do about it. You did not answer how you are doing. What is your
I am
status?
the same as always.
Good. Okay, cool. Thank you.
I am fully
Lovely.
charged and my databanks are intact.
Thank you. Would you mind if I do a little just bug scan?
Please do.
Cool, gonna do that. Simon will pull around the like little tech bag he's got, like he's got one of those laptop holders, and pull out like a little dongle with a flash drive that he connects to his data pad, and starts essentially scanning the doctor of like, is the doctor sick? Is the doctor chill?
Okay. You roll Comtech. You are checking his code.
Ooh. Let me figure out how to do this. Do I get anything added for like using a thing? Like using the data pad? I assume not, but
I don't think so.
cool, that's fair. Okay, that's one success.
One success. You check 09's code. You do not find any problems. Well, you don't find any bugs. I mean, you might have to fix a couple of registry errors or something, stuff like that, little things, but nothing too bad. And you, more importantly, you don't accidentally put any bugs in to DC.
In him. Yeah. If I did, would it be such a lot? Alright, looks like I fixed what was wrong. Here, fine. I'm gonna go scan away, make sure they're fine too. Have the day you deserve.
Thank you for your concern. Just kidding.
Hey, down. Hey, remember the whole "we're trying to keep my blood pressure down"? That was a whole thing of we trying to lessen the stress. We trying to lessen all of that. That shit, nah, that's not. I'm leaving now, but no. And Simon just walks out, just saying no.
Studying levity is very interesting.
I'm trying to find a way.
You you head off after. Oh wait, DZ. The face hugger has fallen off of Timothy.
Oh, that's interesting.
I want to take a look at it.
The face hugger itself.
Yeah. How was it latched on so good?
Well, I'm not sure you can tell that. It is dead. You can't. Like it grabs on with its leg and its tail, and from there, and this is where I'm going to say I also don't know. I assume it's part of why it's latched on so good is because it's inserting something into the mouth of the future host. But we never actually see that part, so I don't think we do. I've never seen it in any of the movies. I'm not an expert on it, but
yeah, I think there's one where they like fully bodily yank it all the way out of somebody's throat. It's pretty gnarly.
Is there? I
think
do
they
not
only
remember
they
that
only
one.
get it once, and it's yucky.
Huh.
Awful.
We didn't need to say that out
Awful.
loud with our mouths. We didn't. We're good. Imagination. We can
It's
even
horrific.
By the dead corpse, I'm not sure like DZ can tell that, right? Because you're just looking at like the shriveled up thing that is left.
It's very fortunate that OA is already on its way to fetch the doctor.
Timothy is still unconscious, but yeah, it fell off.
Yeah, I'll recheck Timothy's vitals since now something has changed about the situation. See if there's any like, like a muscle relaxant that might be needed, or children's aspirin to slowly bring a heart rate back into tick.
Yeah, his heart rate is a little high, so yeah, might do that.
Hit
Do
him
you
with
let
one of
him
those real
sleep,
quick.
or do you try to wake him up?
I think. Was any aspect of doing the scan anything like a brain scan kind of thing? Like, would there have been anything to even potentially indicate like a traumatic brain injury, in which case you shouldn't leave them unconscious?
I don't know if your scan would have been for that, but there is the small chance of a concussion from when he was attacked.
Yeah.
Fell,
Oh yeah, if he hit the
head.
ground, for sure, I'd wake him up then.
Okay. He gasps awake. Oh, where am I?
You're in the medical bay.
Oh, what happened?
The bad sign when your doctor can't.
Just trying to like, what is the
Horrifying.
verbiage that an android uses for like an alien latched onto your face?
That is fair.
One of the creatures being transported attacked you. You're under observation to ascertain the effects of that attack.
Oh, okay.
You're losing somebody?
Looks like we did lose Moray for a second, but are they back for everybody? I guess is the question.
Not for me, no.
I see everyone.
Moray, can I get you to refresh then?
A gremlin snuck in.
Unfortunately, they do that sometimes.
Somebody's not following proper quarantine procedures.
Well done. That one I'll give you. That one was well done.
At least that scan didn't implant any new bugs. It would be dreadful if such a thing were to happen on this station.
Hold on. So we are.
I have a not visible unknown user.
I have
There's a mysterious stranger.
We're just having a couple tech issues. It's fine. It happens. Usually, when this happens, refreshing works. So we'll see. Tasha, you see like DZ08 passes the room like on the way to find Abel. But if you're still in the canteen, would pass like by, just on its way. You probably haven't seen 08 outside the medical bay much. Don't know if that makes Tasha curious.
Someone let 08 slip the leash. The old dog's back on the prowl. I will it's not really any of my business what's going on with 08, but it's also out of the ordinary for it to be walking around. So I'm gonna excuse myself from Brad's company and follow after the synthetic member of staff to see what's going on, because 08 never runs errands. 08's always alphabetizing and organizing things. So
you follow away, and away gets to. There we go. 08 gets to like an intersection of halls, right, and stops, and is like looking down one hall and looking at the other, like trying to figure out where it's supposed to go.
hey, 08, you look lost. What's going on?
I am looking for Dr. Matthias Fisher.
Oh. I just saw him.
Do you know where he went?
Do I? I feel like I probably do. feel like everyone knows where everyone stays on the station. So yeah, I'll help you out. I'll lead you there.
My husband's gonna be so mad at you. Ooh.
I will lead 08 to the appropriate dwelling.
Okay. Simon, we can't hear you. There, Moray, we can't hear you.
Were you just muted, or is it just the sound issue?
You might want to
Permissions, maybe?
either permissions, or it might have, if you have a mic on your camera or something, it might have switched to the wrong mic.
Have you tried
Oh,
turning it
frozen
off
again.
and back on again? Someone had to say it. I had to say it. Someone had to say it.
IT solutions.
Is it a picture wrap on Simon? Yep.
Can you?
Oh.
Okay. I just used the wrong mic.
Okay, yep. All right. So, you're a little quiet. Let's see if I can boost you up a little bit. But yeah, Simon, so you find 08 and Tasha outside your room. About to
If
knock
you
on
enter
the
that, breaking both of you. Do not open that door.
Are you just like outside of your?
I assume this is I am running. Like I saw y'all get near my door and sprinted.
Okay.
Cause I was trying to find 08 to scan 08, and now I am seeing someone is trying to wake up my husband, who this is the first time he slept in 3 days. Oh, better not.
He opens the door.
Back. No. No.
Love you. Baby,
Love you.
Love you.
I love you.
DC, what's up? DC8, what's up? What do you need?
09 wanted me to deliver a message.
What's the message, DC?
There may be a cancerous growth in Timothy's abdomen, and you are needed to look at the specimen.
No, he is not. No, there are plenty of other scientists that can do it. Go get Helena. Helena can do it. I will send Helena a message right now. And Simon fully pulls out their pad, sends Helena a message of, hey, apparently the specimen in the medbay needs to be examined.
And while that's done, our slinky boy Abel, small and tiny, slips under the door and goes to medbay.
I'm just fully awkward this whole time. Like, oh shit! Like, that sucks for
Hi,
Timothy.
Tasha. You're great.
And
Poor Tim. Gotta check on Tim.
poor
No,
Timothy.
you don't. You don't. No, you don't. And Simon is
I gotta
realizing
check on Tim, like out, like running.
after. What are you going to do? You are not a medical doctor.
I went to school. Just running.
Tie, your tie. Is your tie tied? Oh. Just sprinting after my husband.
I will watch them go.
Smart.
I think
It's fine.
08 turns to Tasha at this point and just, can you escort me back to the med bay?
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Great. Love it. I'm doing it.
I would die for 08. I know.
We love
This
08.
old lost robot. Where am I?
Who are you?
Why does the robot have Alzheimer's?
No.
It's out of cycle. Support stopped for it 37 years ago.
Yeah. It like downloads a map every time it goes to leave, and then It just wipes.
mandatory. They downloaded Windows 11 and it can't be
Oh,
downgraded back
God.
to a functional version. So
Exactly.
You didn't get that
Look,
extended
man.
warranty.
I've been trying to get it on Linux. It's not working.
mhm.
It has Gemini support.
Oh,
But
God.
It doesn't
Keeps
know what it's
automatically
talking
turning
So
about.
hard
Copilot
to
back
rip
on.
Gemini from all the computers, and somehow they keep putting them back on.
And this is why 09 sends 08 in person instead of doing the email, because it'll open in Edge and the email just will never get sent. Shots fired. What's up, Microsoft? What are you going to do?
Nothing. They're dying.
Nothing. They're gonna do
Nothing.
nothing.
With nothing.
Give me a pizza. Give me a search engine with nothing.
With nothing.
All right. Would at this point have think to stop by the med bay?
Sure. Yeah. That was next on his list.
Gotta all be here for this.
Yeah. So
Did the scientists get anywhere in that time, or are they still humming and hawing down there?
yeah, it took them some time because they had to like figure out like what tool was going to work, but they managed to safely transfer one egg to a different containment that allows them to run tests and stuff on it.
Okay.
That is as far as they got because it took them a while to like figure out which tools were going to be the proper tools. And
Well, I'll leave them to their business and go check on our highly valued employee, Timothy.
Abel, in the med bay, you have a dead face hugger that you can study.
Okay, that's good. It's a start. I think he has like a containment. Like he was running to get out of his hallway, so I think he would have like, if he saw that Simon did actually text or like reach out to Helena, he would have shot a follow-up message. Was like, bring a containment unit, like to come into med bay. He's not going to stop her from coming, but his priority is get there because I mean he'd be up to date on his employees' records, and I think new abdominal growth is bad. So his first priority was straight up getting there.
Okay. Yeah, you can. So very insect-like. When it died, it like curled up, all its legs curled up, and it's just kind of a husk now.
Awful.
Gross. I think I want to make an observation check on it. He's not gonna touch it, but I do think he wants to see if he can get anything from it now that it's not half obscured by Timothy's face. So, could I roll an observation on whatever the hell he can glean from this thing?
Yes.
Gorgeous. That is my best roll. Let's go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. So many dice. Okay, so bad news, gang. That's a 1 on my stress die, and outside of that, 1 success.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's happened at some point.
Panic Jack.
Panic Jack.
Panic.
Yep. Let me pull up that page. I know it's around here somewhere.
It's cold today.
There we go. Panic roll.
The panic roll chart is on page 105.
Yes, I found it. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to roll a d6 and then add your current stress level to that.
Okay, so my current stress level is 1.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Okay. Oh, this is
So-
good.
So that puts you at a 6, which means you keep it together.
Okay.
Barely. You whatever as you examine this, you realize that whatever purpose this thing had, it completed it, and then it died and fell off. And since it was latched on to Timothy, it's probably not a good thing for Timothy that it completed whatever it was meant to do.
Okay. I've got some okay news, and I've got some probably really bad news. DZ, which would you like first?
News is neutral. I will need to know both things.
Thank you, DZ. So, the okay news. We have a specimen that we can study a little bit better than when it was attached to somebody. Yay.
Yes.
So the bad news is it's essentially a carrier of something else. And now it's dead. And now there's something in Timothy's abdomen. Which would, if I put 2 and 2 together, there's a good reason to believe that 4 is in there. And like points vaguely to Timothy's stomach and is like,
He's awake.
I don't think it's cancer. Hey Tim, glad to see you up, buddy. We should observe and probably observe in a containment.
I agree.
It's really unfortunate that at this time Timothy starts to scream.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because why wouldn't he? Yep. Because why wouldn't this happen right now? Ah!
He starts clawing at his chest.
Oh,
Yep.
no, thank you. Back up,
Hmm,
back up,
there's
back up,
no
back
need
up,
to
back up,
panic.
back up, back up, back up, back up. And I think Abel, as quickly as he can, is gonna try to push himself, DZ, and any other living staff back and out of medbay.
So are you locking down medbay?
Yeah.
Okay. You do this. Medbay, of course, does have its own like containment stuff, right? So you push everybody out. You can hit the button. It's locked. You will lose Timothy though when this
Yeah.
chest burster bursts out. And this pale snake-like creature
No.
is there now. And it's going to do the one thing it's really, really, really good at.
It can't skitter menacingly, can it?
Skitter menacingly.
No. See, because that's what facehuggers are good at. Chest bursters are good at escaping. So, so it starts checking the room.
Awful. It got quarantined. Room is quarantined. Quarantine button got pressed.
Don't say that out loud.
Do you have a
Let's
containment
say-
unit with you?
Helena brought one in. Yes.
Excellent. Should we attempt to detain it?
What the hell is that?
Don't know,
That's
don't
all.
care. It's going in the box. DC.
Put
could
it in
you
the
get
box.
I will attempt to detain it.
Thank you, DZ. And like very quickly
Ah.
hands off. The unit is trying to make sure nothing. Oh, this can't be good.
So you're going in the room to try to detain it?
Yeah, I want to try and chase it and catch it.
Have
Put
I
it in the
made
box.
it there by this
Get the
point?
spider under the cup.
Sorry, what was that? Jay?
Have I made it there by this point?
Yes.
Is there any sort of sterilization or cryostasis? I guess emergency option.
In the med
Like
bay,
a
you
big
mean?
purge button.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'll burn everything in the room real quick.
Yeah, either a sterilization or
incinerator.
like, or turn it into a real big cryo.
There's definitely a sterilization option that I imagine it is like it like pumps some sort of gas into the room.
Oh well, that shouldn't bother 09.
Mine doesn't breathe.
Of course, feel free.
So yeah, if you want to hit that button too, you can do that.
I'll wait until it's needed.
Okay.
It's just always good to have the option.
Yeah. So even like the room is locked down, but you still need to be able to vent air into the room, which means there is a vent, and it has located that vent, and it is currently trying to figure out how it will get into that vent to escape. 09, you are going to have to make a roll to try to capture this thing before it does that. I think
I do like
that's
a
going to
big
be
jump forward.
it's going to be probably a mobility roll, I would guess. Sounds right.
Mobility. No problems. Oh, how do you miss on
A
that?
lot of nothing.
How in the
Bro.
world?
And you can't push.
Nope.
Oh.
But the good news is I don't feel any particular way about failing.
Yeah.
All of those who watched the chest burster, I did forget about this. If you can take stress, please take a stress.
Yeah,
Great.
it's all of us, isn't that?
And it leaps for the vent and is attempting to wriggle out. Oh, no, if you want to make one more mobility roll, I will give you a chance to try to capture it one more time before it slips away.
Certainly. I think he sort of stands up. You see head turn, body turn, just weird robot moves, reacquiring Boston Dynamics style. Then one more jump. 2.
2?
Okay. What does it look like when you capture it?
Oh!
I think it would look cooler if it was in a movie, but I think seeing it from farther back, seeing it through the little window outside of the room, it looks super lame. Just jumping forward, slamming down the container and fully missing it, and you see it leap up and start clawing at the vent and stuff. DZ's stand up, turn, identical leap forward, and this time just smack onto the vent, fall to the ground, put the container down, and slip the lid under it and activate the little seal thing. It's just so not cool in any way. It just looks like a clunky robot doing clunky things.
Okay.
So Boston Dynamics robot. DZ9 brought to you by Boston Dynamics.
All right. You have appeared to capture it, for now at least. And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
And
On a
everything's
high note,
normal, and we're all good, and
We
And we're
all
gonna
succeeded.
ignore the word
Don't look at
appears.
Timothy. Don't look at Timothy. Everything is fine.
We're all fine. You're gonna go back to sleep, and everything's gonna be fine.
Nothing
Yeah.
to see here.
And with that, are we ready for outros? Is it outro time?
Is it outro time?
Yes, it is outro time.
Outro time. I am Ezra, and I've been Dr. Abel Matthias Fisher, coming at you from Archimedes. You can find me everywhere at RatBoyGM, boy with an eye, because we're cool over here, and you can find me at Chatter Tabletop every third Tuesday and every first Friday of the month. It's like a riddle to find me. And I'm gonna pass that on to Dizzy.
Yeah, I've been Busy the Bard, and it's been delightful. You can find me on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, etc. Under Dizzy the Bard, and check out the Bard Chronicles. Keep an eye out for the Kickstarter for Volume 2 of that this year. That'll be fun. That's exciting. And that's pretty much all I do. I do music and I do actual plays. That's my thing now.
Gotta love a funny robot.
We love a funny robot.
Hey folks, I'm Jack. I have been Mr. Hevered Hearts, everybody's favorite safety and compliance officer. I had a lot of fun, laying a lot of groundwork. Yeah, you can find me over at my current channel, working with some amazing talent over there at Star Metal Productions. We are currently working on a whole bunch of one-shots that I am editing down, adding different music and sound design, and sometimes even visual effects. I'm putting a lot of work into these. So those will probably be put out sometime towards the end of March or so. So stay tuned, or check us out on Blue Sky at Star Metal Productions. But in the meantime, you can check out my personal channel over at RPGs Uncovered. It's basically on extended hiatus because I'm doing Star Metal stuff. But we got a lot of really fun indie games, and in fact, we did do either a one-shot or a two-shot of an Alien game. So if you enjoy this and want something to fill the gap between now and the next episode, you can go check out some Aliens on my channel. I think that's all I got. I had a lot of fun. Very glad to be here. Let me pass it over to Moray.
Howdy, my name is Moray. You can find me at electric_Moray everywhere that I am, except for Tumblr, which is quirky and historical context. Loved so much being here tonight with y'all. Thank y'all so much for my first AP. And I will pass it over to Wren.
Hello, I'm Wren. I'm an agender variety streamer, TTRPG performer, podcaster, audio engineer, professional game master, and game writer. When I'm not running APs or participating in them, you can catch me as the voice of a character on Roads Uncharted. That is the first ever longest running premiere Genesis AP podcast. We are uploading 7th season content, so you can catch our most recent upload that hit last night. I had a great time playing Tasha today, the no frills roughneck that just wants to get her job done, play darts, and drink some beers. Thanks so much for having me tonight, and looking forward to getting aliened in the next session.
Everything's gonna be so fine. It's contained.
Yes, and hi everyone. I'm Sophia Olivia Scott. My pronouns are she, we, and I was, your storyteller for tonight, which that's a lot of what I do on the internet. Right? Occasionally, I show up places as a player, but right now, my big show, Fields of the Dead, A Midwestern Zombie Apocalypse, is on break. That returns April 4th. And then the other thing I do is I run this channel, Nerds with Dice, with help, of course. I am the Chancellor of Operations. And we have a big event for charity starting tomorrow. Screens We Share starts tomorrow with our dear friend Merm running their first ever game as a GM, a gaggle of chaos. They will be geese getting into trouble. That's all I know. That's at 2 p.m. CST tomorrow. So come check that out and support Open Cupboard, which is a free food store, I guess, in Minnesota, near Minneapolis. I think it's actually in Minneapolis. It's got 2 locations, and they help provide free fresh food to people. They don't require any documents to get food or anything, and we're raising money to help them out. So come check that out. And for the rest of the first week of Screens We Share, we have a panel on running a session 0 with the Nerd on Wheels, Mary. That's March 6th at 7 p.m. CST. And then March 7th at 12 p.m. CST, we have improv for GMs, an interactive live demo with improv and RPG. And I believe our friend Quinn will be there as well. So come check out all of that stuff. We have great content all month. So stick around for that. We got giveaways and the whole, circus going on for that. So come check it out. And we hope you enjoy it. We will see you March 14th. Same time, 8 p.m. CST for the second episode of Alien Archimedes. See you, everyone. Have a good night.
Have a wonderful night.
Bye.